Hello and welcome back to Ion Radio. I'm John,
And I'm Ken.
and today we are in round 2, Battle 2 of our Rebellion in the Rim campaign.
Return to the Rim.
So today we're going to be doing the battle over Lothal,
Yeah, it is over Lothal, yes.
and I have my Captain Sloane ISD fleet, and you have your MC-30 fleet.
Yes, Admiral Drayson's going to be bringing the MC-30s to this particular battle. I'm kind of hoping to score some kind of damage on your ISD, but I'm a little worried about what you're bringing to the table today.
Yeah, both of our fleets are high risk, high reward type of fleets. I'm going to try to kill you, and you're going to have to try to fly in close. It's going to be a little big battle in the middle probably of the table. So we're going to get to our fleets and objectives and then right to setup.
So one thing of note, John is using his ally token. What are you bringing?
I decided to go with an Assault Gazanti with Repair Crew.
So let's get to the fleets and start the battle.
My Imperial fleet, commanded by Captain Sloane. She is a Master Navigator Tier 1. She is on my normally one ship, which is my Imperial 2, who just recently picked up Wolf Yularen, and it has gunnery teams. I have my standard fighter complement of Colonel Jundon, Marek Steele, and 2 TIE Defenders. And with the Allied token, I brought in an Assault Gazanti with Repair Crews. I had to really think about what I wanted to bring with it. With Yularen and, also my Imperial Star Destroyer has a veteran token. I can really get whatever token I need, so I don't really need CommsNet. And Bomber Command's not going to be very useful due to the fact that I'm going to be mainly fighter fighting. So I decided to go with Repairs Crew and see how that goes.
For Admiral Drayson, he is on an MC-30 Scout frigate with Expert Shield Tech and the new Assault Proton torpedoes that he got. He is a Master Gunner 1. The second ship in the fleet is an MC-30C torpedo frigate with the Assault Proton torpedoes, and the squadron complement has not changed, still have Dash Rendar, Kanan Jarrus, and the Lancer class pursuit craft.
Here are the objective choices. Ken comes to the table with Surprise Attack, Asteroid Tactics, and Salvage Run. The planet Lothal has 2 unique cards that it has added to the pool: HoloNet Override and Prototype Recovery. I have decided to go with HoloNet Override. I think this will be the best chance for me to maybe get something else unique. Here's my deployment. My one ship that became 2-ship fleet. I got my Star Destroyer coming in at speed 2. It gets a Navigate from Master Navigator, and it's also a veteran. My Gazanti is at speed 2 as well, and I got a cluster of my Defenders and Command Shuttle in the middle.
Alright, Admiral Drayson's fleet is here. His ability gives me a Concentrate Fire token on the flagship, which is the Scout. So I have both my MC-30s deployed behind the station at speed 1. We're at distance 2, so I can start getting overriding the HoloNet right away. Squadrons are up front trying to shield them from the defenders, and well, let's just see what happens.
Start of turn 1. I choose to go with my Gazanti. It's revealing a Navigate, and I'm going to be taking it as a token. It's just going to hold on to the token and move speed 2 as we race toward that station.
First activation on the Rebels. We're going to start with the torpedo frigate. I have an engineering command that does buy me 3 points. For 2, I can put an objective token onto the station, and I just lose 1. No shots, so we're going to just move forward our speed 1. Let's see what John decides to do next.
Star Destroyer time. We are revealing an engineering just because I want to generate that token. And taking it as a token. I clearly have no shots. We're going to spend our Navigate. Then we're going to use Wolfie Alarm to get it back. And we're going to jump up to speed 3. Moving us right here. Yeah, like that. Back to you.
Alright, next ship. Flagship. Engineering. Since I'm within range 2, I get to take the objective token off the station. It's supposed to go on the card, but what the heck. And we gain a victory point. So I have no shots yet to the Star Destroyer. We're coming into range, so I'm just going to move. And I'm going to do a slight shift to the left. I'm going to overlap, dash, and we're fine there and should still be hidden and protected.
Squadron phase. I gotta go first. So we're gonna take this squadron and we're gonna move him right here. Then we're gonna take this squadron and we're gonna move him right here. Kinda like that.
So we're gonna move Kanan onto the station. If this thing goes over there. And I'm going to move this Lancer just a little bit like so.
I'm gonna move my guy all the way up to here. Can we see if we are engaged?
You would be engaged.
Engaged as far back as I can to there. And then we're gonna move Jendon forward. Actually, I don't know why I engaged him. Cool.
You can engage him if you want.
I don't want to engage him. Like that. Second thought, I don't want to engage your fighter.
Alright, so now I have to figure out what I want to do with Dash. Because I could decide to do something crazy with Dash, but then all you need is a squadron dial. And it's going to totally ruin my day. So Dash is just going to hang out right here.
Okay, last thing, do you want to use Cloak with your dude?
Yeah, because we've got Kanan here. I think the answer is no. For
Okay.
right now, I will not be using Cloak.
That is the end of the round. On to round 2. Start of turn 2. We're going to go with the Gazanti. We're going to reveal squadrons.
Surprise, surprise.
Well, it is kind of a surprise, because you would think that I would be doing it with my Star Destroyer, but I've decided to get a jump start on that. And I'm going to try to do something. So we're going to jump this guy over to here. So we're just engaging, and we're not engaged here or here, and you don't have line of sight of me through the station.
That is correct.
And we're going to attack you with 2 blues and 2 blacks, and you have 3 health. So I'm honestly hoping for 2 damage. There's 1 damage. That's super irritating.
I'll take 1 damage.
So then... the only other squadron I can move is Jendon. So we're going to move him forward. And we're going to move him into range. And I think I'm going to hit that TIE Defender again.
Okay.
If I were able to get him to 1 health, I would have attacked with Jendon, so Jendon could become a veteran. But I need him to die, so my defenders haven't been doing very good.
They really haven't.
I think they average like 1 damage. There we go, 3.
There's your 3. Well, unfortunately for me, you killed the Lancer.
Correct. And then we go into movement because I have no shots. And we just move straight. To there.
So we're going to start again with the Torpedo Frigate, Engineering Command, using 2 of those to put another objective token on the station. I don't have any shots on the Gazanti because we're just out of range. So I'm going to once again move forward. Forward, not sideways. Which lands me on the station.
Okay, time for ISD. We're going to spend the veteran token once to gain a squadron. Then we're going to reveal a squadron. And I've had some thought about what I want to do, and none of it's good. So we're going to move this TIE Defender over to here. And we're going to lock down your squadron.
Okay, Dash is locked down.
You attack him with 4 dice. See what happens. Have 2 damage.
So
Blocking both of your stuff.
Oh,
I have 2
yeah,
accuracies.
so I have to take 2.
And then Jendon is going to move over to here as well, kind of like this, so then I'm obstructed from everything. He's going to make the same attack. Got to start whittling him down. For block out 1, take 2, I guess.
So I'll brace that too.
Okay. And then we got some long-range fire going on. We're going to attack both of your ships at long range into their front arcs.
I believe they're obstructed.
Yes, they are. So that's only going to be 3 red dice. So we're going to attack this ship first.
Okay, Torpedo Frigate.
Torpedo Frigate is going to take 3 damage.
So we're at long range, correct?
Correct.
So I'm getting rid of the
Crit.
and we'll redirect the other 2 to my starboard side.
Sounds good. Then we're going to do the same thing against your flagship for, doesn't matter, block out 1.
Yeah, block out 1 and redirect on the other one to the port side. I like these little MC-30s.
And then we're going to spend our...
Actually, I'm not going to redirect it. You know what I'm going to do, John? I'm going to use Expert Shield Tech, which allows me to reduce the damage by 1.
Sounds good.
So, yeah, I like that idea better.
So we're going to spend our Navigate. Wolfie Lauren's going to give us the Navigate back, and we're going to get tons of stuff. And we're going to drop down to Speed 2, adding extra clicks, and having a whole bunch of fun, and land right here.
You get to overlap all your squadrons, John.
And then you get to place those 2.
I think I want them all the way in the back here, as far away from me as possible. For the moment, anyways.
Okay. And that is my activation.
Alright, let's see what nonsense, in John's terms, I can bring to this attack. So I have an engineering dial. I'm going to spend that to take this objective token off and gain myself another victory token. I now have only one shot, my front to the front of your Star Destroyer, so that's 2 blacks and a red. So let's see what I can do. It's a blank and 2 hits, so we're definitely going to spend the Concentrate Fire command to bring in a 3rd black. Please be the double.
Into the train.
No. So I really can't do anything about that. So John, that's just 3 hits, unfortunately.
We're going to brace it, and then we're going to redirect it, because why not, to this far side over here.
So now that my dice have failed me, let's set ourselves up for, because I really don't think I have any good options right now, for a double arc on you on the next turn. Oops. There I am. Back to you, John. Squadrons. We're going to start with Dash. He's going to attack the TIE Defender here. Now, oddly enough, we are at range 1 of these 2 squadrons and the Gazanti, so I can re-roll 3 dice. So let's start with my roll of 4.
Of course you don't need it.
Yeah, I don't need it though, John. Dash is going to become the MVP, I think, of my game. We'll see if he survives. I'm going to move Keenan over here, because now I really want to take out that TIE Defender. Now Kanan, on the other hand, rolls 2 blues and a red, and I get no rerolls. I get 1 hit. Almost killed it, not quite. And I think in terms of cloaking, I am going to leverage that right now and bring Kanan over here. Yeah. It's not going to matter. Right. He just stays that way. Because now we're out of range of Merrick. Okay, very good.
Top of turn 3. So the Star Destroyer is going to reveal squadrons. And we got some interesting things we gotta start doing. I have to kill Dash for any of this to really work. So we're gonna start by activating this TIE Fighter that's on 1 health, and he's going to attack Dash. Come on, don't fail me. Do another, 0 damage. There's 2.
So Dash will brace that to 1.
And then this TIE Defender way in the back is going to move. And he's going to jump himself up to here. So then we're obstructed, but not obstructed, all that fun stuff. And I need 3 damage on this attack. To block out your good one.
My good one?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll spend out the bad one, well, the used one, and just take 1, but now I think that pretty much seals his fate.
Okay, so then I have to attack with Steel because these... So this is why I need the Fighter Group Leader, because I would be able to re-roll one of these attacks and these guys would have killed things instead of this just trickle effect.
Your other
nonsense.
fleet would have tear through these squadrons.
Yeah, so Jendon's gonna shoot. It's a guaranteed kill. Hey, look at that.
There's
3 hits
all your
finally.
So, and that's, wait a minute.
Sorry,
you mean Merrick.
Steel.
Yeah.
And then Steel is going to move himself because thankfully you decided to move Keenan not to engage him. And he's going to move right here.
Okay.
And then my Colonel is going to fly forward to about here and is going to hit him so that he can attack into that side.
Yes.
For hit crit.
So I'm going to redirect those to
This ship.
the... Yeah. Oh, right. Wrong. Redirect to the... Not go away here.
Okay, and then Star Destroyer shot. We're gonna do the
Yes.
one that matters first. My ship
Front
into
to side.
your side. What I really wanted to do was be able to kill it with 2 defenders. Should have been able to do 3 damage, and then double tap him into you. But it's here, near there. So unobstructed, I need to get 2 accuracies, hopefully. And that was a horrible, horrible roll for my part. No accuracies and 6 damage.
So we're going to use the other redirect. This is to my side.
Yes, it is.
We're going to use the redirect to push everything to the front. So there are now no shields here and no shields here because I can't use the expert shield tech. That's use the redirect or the remove one damage.
Yeah,
correct?
so then we're going to do an obstructed shot from here into your front.
Can we do to the front? Yes, just. Nice navigating, John.
And we're going to do drop the red dice. That's the shot I needed on the other one. So block both your redirects and
We're
take
close range here?
close range 4 with a crit.
4 with the crit. So I have to burn 1, 2, 3, and the crit is projector misaligned, hull zone with the most remaining shields. That's going to be the port side one.
Goes to 0.
Goes to 0. And so you've cleared out.
That's what
Shields.
needed to happen to that ship.
Yes.
But
No such luck, John.
no, now I actually have to figure out how I'm going to maneuver.
I think you're just going to ram the MC-30 in front of you.
Well, I have lots of maneuver ability. But I think I'm going to be double arced. This is not good for me. I think we're just going to ram. Yep, we just ram.
Okay. Okay, so now that I'm surprisingly still alive, we're going to activate this MC-30. I plotted a navigate because I was expecting you actually to kind of be in a spot where I needed to run. So we're going to use that as a dial. Now we have 2 shots, my front to your front and my side to your front. Both are unobstructed. So we're going to start with the front, 2 blacks and a red. Let's see if we can get the APTs to go off. I think I am, John, so that's 3.
We will redirect that all to my side.
Okay, so APT kicks in.
It is thruster fissure. When you change your speed by 1 or more, suffer 1 damage.
Well, that's gonna hurt.
And then all 3 of it go here. This is the stiff one.
All right, now the shot that the money shot. 3 blacks, 2 reds, my side to your front. Hoping again for the proton torpedoes to take effect, which they don't. That's a crap roll. Well,
You can't say anything after all my fighters failed like 2 turns in a row.
that's really
and then my
true.
Star Destroyer failed.
so I'm blocking out your brace and take 2.
Okay, I will just take 2 to the front.
Our dice rolling's not doing so well this game, John, is it?
No, it is not.
All right, so here we go. Speed 2. I should be able to get just to the other side of your ship here.
I guess I'm staying at speed 2. Okay, Gazanti time. Or should I say, Assault Gazanti time. We're shooting. We are at medium range. I'm going to shoot a red into you, and then decide to go from there. Here we go. It's a crit. Now we're going to concentrate fire in for an accuracy. Cool.
Well, I'm assuming you're accurate saying one of my things that doesn't matter.
Correct.
I really need that to not be a crit. But I don't want to risk that being a double. So we are going to redirect it to the side.
Okay. And then with my last remaining thing, we're going to flak Kanan for a miss. And then we're going to move. We'll decide what we're going to do. I think we're going to drop to speed 1 because I don't really want to ram you. And land right here. Yeah, we'll do that. Let me grab my other characters then, it's easier.
So we've got the other MC-30 torpedo frigate, engineering command. I'm going to actually take this as a dial because I don't want to voluntarily give John victory points as much as he would probably prefer me to do that. And we're going to make 2 shots. I'm going to take a forward shot to the front of the Gazanti. You're not in the side arc, so this is the only shot I have. So that's a blue and 2 blacks. Let's hope for that accuracy. No.
I scatter that whole attack away.
You don't have to, you know.
I know I don't have to, but I've decided it's probably best.
Okay, then we're going to take my side to your front. It is obstructed. I'm going to dump a blue die. So that's 1 blue, 3 blacks.
Okay. That's pretty cool. So you want to block my green redirect then?
I guess I'll block the green redirect, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will just take it.
Huh.
That was a horrible roll. That's the accuracy you wanted the last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny how accuracies pop up on the second
They really
attack
do.
instead of the first.
Okay, so, well, I'm moving at speed 1. I'm going to ram you regardless, so take your damage there, and I guess I'm just staying put. And
So technically you heal off the damage.
that's true, because I'll hit and land. No, because this station doesn't heal.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, it does not have the ability to discard damage cards. So, no, I don't. So, on to squadrons. So, Kanan, we're gonna move him. Well, not we're gonna move him. We're gonna activate him and try and kill off this defender. I have 3 dice. I need 1 hit.
It'll be like a full house, yeah.
Yeah,
so
of
that
course, that's
defender's
where I
dead.
get it.
And you can move and you can cloak.
So, yeah, he's rogue. What do I feel like doing? I'm gonna... You know what? We're gonna put him over here in this arc and kind of make some decisions here.
Okay. Okay, start of turn 4. Hopefully my dice come back around, but apparently neither of us can roll dice because all of our ships should have been dead 2 turns ago at this point.
I agree, John.
Like, seriously. Okay, so we're going to start with the Imperial Star Destroyer. We are revealing a squadron. And we're going to be commanding squadrons. I only can command 3 of them, so I have to decide on where they're going. We're going to start off by using the Hero of the Empire to jump all the way down here so that I can tuck in real tight and get a side shot onto you. Side shot. Crit, crit.
Well, I guess I'm taking it, huh?
So technically you can use
Oh,
your
that's right. I can still
shield.
spend this to remove
1
the
damage,
by
and
1
then you
by
take a
stealth to
crit.
take a crit. Which is shield failure, so you may choose up to 2 of my hull zones that have... Well, I got 1 hull zone with shields.
Yep.
And each hull zone loses 1 shield.
Bam! Cool. So that goes down to... What was it?
It was at 3, so it's now 2.
2? Okay. It loosened, so I didn't know exactly where it was going. Okay. And then I have to decide on what my other one's doing. And this one... I think we're going to try to get another damage on it as well, so we're just going to move to here. We're gonna shoot into your front
Okay.
for a crit.
Yeah, well, it's a bomber, and I've got no way to deflect anything there. So, compartment fire. I cannot ready my defense tokens.
Cool. Cool. And then my last fighter, we're going to just double activate. Double activate my little friend for hit crit. You can theoretically do the same thing.
Yeah, which I'm going to. So that reduces it down to 1. What is the capacitor failure? Hull zone has no remaining shields, cannot recover them, nor move shields to it. Hull zone is defending, I cannot spend the redirect token.
Oh, so that means your redirect and that shenanigans is now done.
Yes.
So, also, do you mind if I go back and I spend the token to put something on the station? The engineering?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I totally forgot about that because it's hidden. So we drop a token onto the station, and then we're going to use Yularen to get it back. That's why I forgot. I'm like, I still have it.
You can do that right after the squadrons, because you haven't done any firing yet.
That is true.
So you're actually not doing anything out of order.
I think technically engineering goes first.
I don't think it matters.
I think technically engineering goes first.
Say something in the comments below, folks.
Engineering goes first. Then we're gonna shoot from my side into your side. I just need 1 damage.
You need a hit.
I know, but it's the way today's gone.
All accuracies and kills.
There we go.
Yeah. So that is a dead ship. It doesn't really matter what we have. That's gone.
Okay, so then we're gonna do the front shot into the front of your ship, and I'm gonna drop a red dice, and I need 2 hits.
Yeah, that's.
I've just used all my luck for the next game.
And just so you know, John, the crit that came up was another structural damage, which seems to be the bane of my existence.
Jeez.
But that does take that out.
Okay, so then I'm going speed 2, and we're gonna just do this to here. And then, are you fine if we just finish the round out?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so my next ship, the Gazanti goes, it's gonna reveal an engineering, and we're gonna drop another token onto that ship. And then, I don't think it really matters, but we'll flak your guy for fun, for an accuracy. And then he is currently going speed 1, lands on my TIE Defender, like that, and then I'm guessing you just want to...
We'll just throw him in the packet over here.
So then you can decide if you want to engage or not. Okay, yeah. So then it goes to your...
So, Kanan, really, I can't kill any of your squadrons. My only real potential thing I can do is maybe add damage to your Star Destroyer of sorts. So if we move, I can put myself right up over here, which allows me to fire into your side with no shields. I get my 2 blue dice.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so I'm not doing anything except that I'm going to cloak and run away.
Okay.
And I think that calls this game.
Yep, that's it for the game. That was super swingy.
You know, this is the best way to describe. First of all, leave comments below because you guys probably enjoyed that more than we did. But you should have killed me,
yes,
and you didn't. And then I should have killed you, and I didn't. And then you finally did kill me, but
way overkilled you. I needed like 1 damage. So that 1 shot at the end there, we didn't actually count the damage. We'll go back and look, but. Yeah. 3 red double hits and like 2 accuracies, I could have killed you from like long range.
Right. This did not go the way either one of us expected. I figured I'd actually get a couple more tokens out of it,
That Gazanti saved.
Yeah.
You.
So I know I always preach. So I'll talk through my entire idea of why I did this. So normally I tell everyone, oh, it's the campaign, bring squadrons, bring squadrons, bring squadrons, bring squadrons. And if I could have brought 3 squadrons, like the normal campaign rules have, like 3 15 points or something like that, I would have. Or if I could have brought 2 decimators, I would have. But because of our campaign rules, it actually made me stop and consider what I was bringing. So I decided, because I didn't have the command capabilities yet to command more than 4 squadrons, there was no reason for me to bring more than 4 squadrons, because my squadrons at this point wouldn't be dedicated to killing ships, they would be dedicated to killing your squadrons.
And that's not going to be useful in this particular game.
Correct. So I just need to tie up your squadrons, and then my ship had to do the killing. And because my ship needed to do the killing, I needed to delay so that you would have to move into me so then I could get a better shot into you. So that's why I brought a Gazanti, just for the activation advantage that gave me. So it gave me deployment advantage and activation advantage in that. And then I had to think of what I wanted on it. As you probably saw, Wolf Yularen and veteran tokens are an amazing combo. I can pretty much do any command at any time and then immediately get the token back.
Right.
And the Master Navigator really allows me to use Navigate very efficiently. So I have basically an always in-game Navigate now with my Squadron token that I have on there. And then if I need just a little bit of engineering here and there,
You've got it.
I got that. So I didn't need CommsNet. Because I already planned on my fighters not engaging you as bombers, they were going to be squadron. That really limited what other options I could put onto the Gazanti. I wouldn't take bomber command. Jamming fields, I don't want to lose a die when that would be an advantage to you. And the only other one at that point is slicer tools, and it didn't matter what I slicered, because I don't really want you commanding your fighters. And then I don't want you navigating, and I don't want you concentrating fire black dice into me, because that's going to kill me.
And you don't want me engineering.
And I don't want you engineering, because I already knew what my objectives was. So I'm like, that's useless. So we'll take repair crew just to have something. It didn't come into use, but that was my thought on specifically why I bought that Gazanti.
And so this actually highlights 2 things. The first is, that rule change we made forced you to make an interesting strategic decision.
Yes, it did.
So that's kind of cool. So we've kind of almost proven that's a good thing to do with allied tokens.
Correct.
In terms of this particular scenario, you really had to think through which upgrade card you wanted to put in with your flotilla, which really then again, more strategic choices, which is what you really want out of a campaign. So I'm really glad that we made that choice.
Yes, so when I finally made the decision is when we were pulling out ships, and I either had to go grab a Gazanti or grab a Decimator and a Fire Spray. And I decided to go with the Gazanti. I'm really glad I did, because I'm pretty sure I would have lost.
Well, you would have had 1 less activation with your fighters at one point, which I don't remember if that did enough damage to really have an impact.
I still activated my squadrons with my Star Destroyer, so it still would have worked. I was just afraid that you were going to move your stuff, and I needed to do a little bit of damage to wipe out a squadron to eliminate some damage, so then I could...
It put you in a better position to allow you to activate your Star Destroyer before I had an opportunity to fire it 4 times. So
Correct.
If nothing else, it probably saved your Star Destroyer a little bit more in at least 1 turn.
Yeah, but the way you're rolling, you could roll against me 8 times.
That's the thing. This game was really determined by the dice.
Yeah.
We just couldn't roll anything in turns 3 and 4 at all.
Yeah.
And that negatively impacted it. Again, so swingy. I think actually really the way we both played, there really wasn't
I wouldn't change...
much.
Looking at how I maneuvered my ships, I wouldn't change how I maneuvered my ships at all. It just came down to the dice roll. I mean, my defender's rolling 1 damage out of 4 of their attacks.
Yeah. Nuts.
What are you going to do? And then my Star Destroyer not being able to get any accuracies
Allowed me to survive
against the one ship
Yeah.
that I needed to do accuracies against. Yeah, it's just...
It came down to a
Dice
couple
rolls.
crits and dice rolls.
And then you
Essentially,
blanking out completely on
yeah.
a couple of your black dice.
I should have, with 3 shots, done more than 2 internal hits on your Star Destroyer.
Correct.
And that, another crit or 2 very easily could have changed the balance on that depending on how I hit you.
Yeah.
So, in either case, the final score wound up being 225 for you because you got the 205 from the fleet plus the 20 points in victory tokens. I only got 36 total points, the 2 victory tokens and your defender. But man, that really does not reflect how close this game really could have been.
Yes, well, it just was decided by dice rolls.
Correct.
Like, so this is another example of, I think we talked about it in our last campaign, that I feel like the Empire at the beginning of the campaign is at a bit of a disadvantage due to the fact that all of their ships want to be completely Christmas treed, and I needed that reroll. I would have totally spent out a dice to leading shot that entire attack, and it would have been hopefully get an
Theoretically,
accuracy.
you would have got something a little bit better.
Correct. And then you would have had more upgrades on your ships too. You would have had ordnance experts, which would have just pounded more damage out. Like,
I almost regret not having or putting proton torpedoes instead of ordnance experts on this.
just for the raw damage.
Yeah, it, I think may have been a better option, but we'll have to see what happens in our upgrade phase, which you're about to find out and see how we move on. All right, so here's the campaign map, and looking at what we have, the Empire has won both battles at Felucia and at Lothal. That gives the Empire 2 more points. They now have a score of 4. Rebels are still at 0 for this campaign. We don't have ample resources, so no new bases will be constructed on this round.
Moving on to the strategic rewards. The Empire gets resources from both the present tokens that were placed. From my Gito, I choose to take an additional resource, and then Montrose gives me skilled space.
For the Rebel Alliance, I'm only gaining tokens from Kessel and Smuggler's Run, so I gain another resource and a spy net. I'm assigning that spy net token to Admiral Drayson. Rewards. So, John, what did your fleets get?
With both unique upgrades as possible, I upgraded my fighters. So my Tambris fleet added a TIE fighter, and more importantly, we hired a bounty hunter to assist hunting the rebels and added Dengar into that fleet.
Okay. What about Sloane?
Sloane, again, so I used my base for that. I'll just point that out. So I used Montrose to gain the 30 points of squadrons. My Imperial Sloane list with the ISD did not need that because we fought on Lothal, and it is a fighter planet.
That it is.
And we played a unique. So I added the other best friend into the group, which is Mornaki.
The trifecta of fun Imperials.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
everything
good.
that's fun about an Imperial list.
A decimator. All right. Well, so on the Rebel side, Captain Affion in the assault frigate fleet, he's going to use a base and pull a title from Kessel, and the Avaris is going to be assigned to his fleet. So that Neb B has been upgraded because really not much else I can pick up that I enjoy. The other fleet, though, the MC-30 fleet with Admiral Drayson, does get the understrength
Yes.
reward. So since I lost, I have the option of either adding 5 points to my reward or getting 2. So because we fought at Lothal and I get 15 points per reward in terms of squadrons, I'm going to pick up Rogue Squadron and a regular X-Wing Squadron. So that ought to help balance the
Squadron situation.
Yeah, just a little bit, so we'll have to wait and see.
Yes, it will. Now on to Commander Experience. I gained quite a bit of experience that round.
You did.
So, the team.
What are we going to do to spend our experience, John?
I'm going to get both my fleets to have fighter group leader.
Surprise!
I know, no big surprise. Who would have thought? I said the last time this is the most important resource, and if you saw this battle, my defenders needed some rerolls.
Your defenders really need some rerolls.
Yeah, they needed rerolls. And then in the previous battle, I rolled nothing but accuracies, because Sloane hasn't figured out what to do with accuracies yet.
This is why she's captain, not admiral.
Exactly. So the Tambris fleet's going to be going down to 0 XP, spending 4 to buy flight group leader. The Sloane fleet is going down 4 XP, leaving it with 2 XP, also buying fighter group leader.
So Commander Affion, or Captain Affion, I think he might get demoted later, is not going to spend any experience, and he's just going to keep the 2 points that he currently has.
On the other hand, Admiral Drayson, who did gain a little bit of experience, 3 points in this battle, is going to spend it and pick up Master Gunner 2. That will actually allow me to really hit you a little bit harder with my 2 MC-30s. Let's talk about how we refit our fleets in terms of what we have left. So do you have any scars on your ships?
No, I have no scars on either of my fleets. To maintain under the 250 point limit, Tambris dumps the Jump Master. I really just upgraded it. It was just there for one turn because I wanted the ability to move past squadrons.
You know what it was? It was just someone in Dengar's ship, and
Then he decided to act.
he wanted to join.
We first paid for his ship, and he didn't come along, and we were really confused by that. And then he got more money out of us, and now he's here personally.
Wow. So, in my case, Dash, Rendar is still unfortunately scarred, so the Outrider is going to have to get repaired mid-flight. And that one Lancer is just, I mean, it's a Lancer, so who cares? They're still scarred. And then Commander Affion, on the other hand, I'm demoting him. He's now Commander Affion. Hit because of his repair fleet ability, nothing scarred. So that might help me moving forward.
And you actually unscarred Nora then.
Nora is unscarred, so I only have 2 things scarred going into the next thing. One other thing of note is because we did play Steel Supplied in the previous battle, we have nothing with low fuel.
Correct.
So no conditions on any of our fleets. I think that might be the first time for us ever.
Yes, so that none of our fleets have that. Because I just kept the last campaign low fuel the entire time.
So, of course, the big question is, what happens next? And, well, you have 4 points for the Empire.
Which kicks us from Act 1 into Act 1 pivotal battle.
So, because we're only playing with 2 fleets each, that deciding factor number is at 4 instead of at 5. So we are going to go into the pivotal battle next. So we will have that coming up for you soon, actually. So stay tuned for that particular battle. It ought to be fun. A lot of fleets, a lot of ships. And
yes.
That'll be interesting. I've got more ships, you've got more fighters.
So the question is, can your ships kill my ships before my squadrons kill your ships?
We'll find out, won't we?
Yes. So add some comments, like, subscribe. Subscribing's huge right now. We're trying to push up toward 1,000 subs. So share with your friends. Find us on Facebook and also find us on Discord.
We also have an Instagram page, so check out stuff. We usually post 1 or 2 things every day or so. See what we've got out there. Send us email if you're interested. Join our Facebook group. Until then, I'm Ken.
I'm John.
And you've been watching Ion Radio.